Shalom, and you're now locked in here at Israelite Talk TV, where you get nothing but the raw and the real whenever I'm in front of the camera. So make sure y'all show the page some love, like, subscribe, and share. Shalom and greetings, and welcome back to another episode here at Israelite Talk TV, where you get nothing but the 100 whenever I'm in front of this camera. And in today's headline, family, we have none other than the Lisa Marie Presley, okay? The late Lisa Marie Presley. Now, this here is Israelite Talk TV, okay? And I typically do not take these type of cases, but because, she does have, some type of history and ties to the community, being that at one time she was married to the late, great Michael Jackson. I decided to just go ahead and take this case and, give the people a peace of mind on this particular situation. Another reason why I'm taking this case is because, once again, this woman dies out here in Calabasas, right? And as I told you, this is where all the top wizards and the top witches preside, okay? And so there's a lot of things about this death that it seems to me that they're trying to cover up, okay? So I'm just going to get right into it. I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time, with the small talk. Just make sure y'all, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, get this out, okay? Because it's going to eventually get out anyway. So it is my thoughts, and this is allegedly, okay, that the woman died from a drug overdose. And in my opinion, okay, and this is allegedly, it was a pill overdose, okay? Now, the reason why I say this is that we're going to go to TMZ, okay? So TMZ breaks this case yesterday around 3 p.m., okay, that Lisa Marie Presley has died. Or not that she has died, but that she was in the intensive care unit, right? Now, listen to what they tell us, right, okay, in this article, right? And I will leave the links to these articles in the description box, right? It goes on to say that our sources say Lisa Marie is in the induced coma and in critical condition. TMZ broke the story. Lisa Marie was in full cardiac arrest Thursday morning before paramedics arrived. We're told her housekeeper found Lisa Marie unresponsive in the bedroom. And just as the housekeeper made the discovery, her ex-husband, Danny Keogh, and I hope I'm saying his name correct, if not, apologize, with whom Lisa Marie lives, returned home from taking their kids to school. He administered CPR until the paramedics took over. Here we go again. So just as the housekeeper, so he goes to drop the kids off to school. Just as he's getting back, the housekeeper is finding her in the room unresponsive. And then he comes in and he does CPR. Oh, my goodness. See, and this is right here, nothing else. This is nothing more than sorcery. Now, we know and understand that these people that have money have, maids and things like that. But it sounds like it was basically a routine morning. The father was going to drop the kids off at school. Okay. Now, for whatever reason, she didn't go. Well, I'm getting ready to show you why she didn't go do it. But he goes to drop the kids off to school, and just as he's coming back, she's in cardiac arrest. The housekeeper finds him, and then he administers CPR. And it's the same thing they did in the Twitch case. They say, oh, well, the maid came in and found him. They're always throwing these individuals, the people that's at the bottom of the totem pole into the situation, because these are people that they can control, and they can control these people with money, and we're going to give you this. And because, these particular people are at the bottom of the totem pole, yeah, they're going to take, hush money and all of this stuff to keep up with the lies, Now, listen to this. It says paramedics gave her at least one epiphany, if I'm saying that correct, shot, and her pulse was restored. She was then rushed to a nearby hospital. Now, this is why I'm on their tail like Huggies, okay? Because it's always some type of sorcery involved when whenever, stuff like this is going on, it's not just like, oh, well, this happened and she died. Now listen to this right here. It says, our sources say Lisa Marie had complained early Thursday morning of stomach pains that got more and more intense. The source wanted to make clear this was not a suicide attempt. Okay. So now, who is this source that TMZ is talking about? Okay. Is it the housekeeper that we just spoke about that found her, you know what I'm saying, in the room just as the husband was coming back? Okay. So now, so anyway, let's go ahead and just get into this and just break down, what's going on here with this particular situation. Now, they said that she was administered this epinephrine. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and pull this up real quick so that you guys can understand the shot that they gave her and what it does. Okay. And we're going to go to Medline Plus Gov, and I will leave the link to this. Okay. I will leave the link to this in the description box also, right? Now, it tells us that epinephrine injection is used along with emergency medical treatment to treat life-threatening allergic reactions caused by insect bites or stings, food, medications, okay, medications, latex, and other causes, okay. Epinephrine is in a class of medications called alpha and beta adrenaline. I can't pronounce that. I ain't gonna even try. It says it works by relaxing the muscles in the airways and tighten the blood vessels. Okay, so basically, what it sounds like is that the woman had, and this is all allegedly, okay, that the woman took some type of pills, okay, and she had some type of allergic reaction, which sent her into this cardiac arrest. And so when the paramedics got there and they gave her this shot, because it said it restored her pulse for a minute, but you got to understand, depending on how long it's taking the paramedics to get there, if oxygen is not getting to the brain in a certain period of time, it's going to be problematic. So even though they restored the pulse, they put her on life support, and it just seemed, and she never recovered from there, So now the thing that's troubling, and now that's just my humble opinion, and that's allegedly, because it said that she had stomach pains. Now let's go back to this TMZ source where it says, get back over here. It tells us that our sources say Lisa Marie had complained early Thursday morning of stomach pains that got more and more intense. The sources wanted to make clear this was not a suicide attempt. So why, if she was just having stomach pains and just wanted the cardiac arrest, why would the source go out the way to say that she had been complaining, of stomach pains, and then that this was not a suicide attempt? So if this was not a suicide attempt, was she deleted? Okay, because this is what we got to understand. If this woman is complaining early morning of stomach pains, why didn't they call the police then and have her sent to the hospital? Why would the ex-husband leave to go take the kids to school instead of taking this woman to the hospital if she was having stomach pains? Okay, so that right there in itself is suspect. So it sounds like if she complained about stomach pains early Thursday morning, why didn't they take her to the hospital? Why did they just leave her there? And then she goes into this cardiac arrest, and now all of a sudden the husband is back. The housekeeper found out at the same time the husband gets back. He performs CPR, and all of this Fantastic Four, all of this Hollywood stuff that they want us to believe. It sounds like the woman, in my opinion, had taken some pills, because from the history of her, it seems that she was, into that type of stuff. So it sounds like she took some pills, might have been a bad patch of pills, who knows, or it could have been too much pills, okay, what caused her to start having these stomach pains. And then instead of them taking her to the hospital, it seemed like they just left her there. And then when she went into cardiac arrest, you know, you know what I mean? She was sent. They then called the paramedics. Now, what's interesting is that she's living with her ex husband, um, who I believe she does have the kids by. I looked into some of her financial earnings with Graceland, and it seems like she's earning, from what I saw, over $100,000 a month, which means she was making over $1 million a year, and then on top of other stuff that she was kind of receiving. So who knows? Was she taken out because of that, or we know her son died. She probably never recovered from that, which they say that he died from a suicide. So you know how this stuff go with these suicides. Was it really a suicide, or was there something else, behind the scene? Who knows? But at any rate, this is my thoughts on this case. I want you guys to tap in and leave y'all thoughts down in the comment section on what you guys think happened with this particular case. If you are out in the Calabasas or the California area, reach out to me. My email is down in the description box, but I want to hear from everybody. What are your thoughts on this? Once again, we got another Calabasas death. Okay. And they trying to make it seem like the woman just went into cardiac arrest, and and now she's just out of here. She's deleted. But those are my thoughts on what happened with this case. I want to hear y'all's. So tap in. I love y'all and stay safe. Shalom.